Hey guys, we're working on taking down Noth the Plaguebringer with Shaman, and we are going to mulligan for our early removal spells. Given all our minions are pretty expensive. That's, I think, the cheapest one. So not a bad one to have ready to go once we hopefully deal with his early board. That would die anyway, Lightning Storm, so I think we be optimistic and hope he doesn't play something with Death Rattle and that it dies to some AoE. Skeletal Smith will buff it though. It's a pity. I think we now have to Lightning Bolts. Maybe even Earthshock. Next turn we'll have 3 mana, so we may want a Lightning Storm. I think we're going to be aggressive and do it, so we're burning a lot of cards.
I'll show them.
But it'll pay off, because that would have been buffed even more. Forked Lightning is pretty valuable here. He gets a secret in. If it's a duplicate, he will get... So it's not duplicate, because he would have got 2... No, the Undertaker was played first. Never mind, it could be duplicate. Do nothing here, we're not too scared of 1 damage. Not Spectral Knight? Okay. May need to hex that. And he gets 2 frogs. I think... This is better. Then this is doing 3 to 4 damage. If we get a lucky hit on this, we wipe his board, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have death. Oh my god. Oh, counterspell. I should have played around that. That hurts a lot. We hit this guy. It'll get us down to a 4-1. Oh, that was bad.
Don't blink.
Why didn't I play around that? Hurts so much. But we will get a Gruul out at least.
Don't blink.
Get Rag out, it will hit stuff. If we can survive, we want to clear his board, get him to Plague. Rag, come on. And then Deathwing. Oh, he's going to do some trading. Interesting. He knows Rag is bad news.
You love my new recipe.
Okay, so it's unusual. Wow, he really wants Rag gone. He's going to keep trading into this, I suspect. We want to actually draw out a Plague so we can Deathwing. We don't want to do that though.
What you looking at?
Don't blink.
And then pray he doesn't get his second Plague anytime soon.
No.
Killing that off, he does not have Plague. So we are in quite a good situation. Mortal Coils, nothing. He's really desperate to get rid of Rag. Oh my god, he's burning all his cards.
Bring out your
He does have a 2 in 14 chance of drawing Rag. Okay, we're gonna go for it though.
I dream on the world trend.
4-1 Rag hits face. We can handle 1 Plague. The problem is if he immediately top decks like the second one. It's not Plague. Very happy about that. So we're gonna get Gruul out as well.
I shall bring you rest.
Get him down to 7. Surely we finally have this. He literally needs to top deck 2 Plagues in a row. That's not it.
Show them all.
Sure, one of those is Ice Block. I did that pretty stupidly. I should have got him closer to 0. Just impatient. I wanted to see if it was Ice Block. Still not Plague. Sure, this is Duplicate. Let's find out. Yeah. The other one must be Counterspell. So I want to use my Nightmares, so let's draw out the Counterspell with this. Finally give him what he wanted, which is the death of Rag. And finish him off with our 21-21 Gruul. Boom! Down you go, Noth. Alrighty, let's take a look at the deck list. It follows the usual formula I've been using for decks against Noth other than Miracle Rogue, which is only playing really expensive minions, basically nothing but like your removal spells for the class, and then all legendaries. And it's fun to play. This one's a little weaker than some, because it's the typical formula I've used. I call it nothing but the usual. Yuck yuck. We're lucky he didn't draw Plague, but we did have our answer. Deathwing is like our ultimate answer to Plague. It empties our hand, but it clears the board and puts a 12-12 on the board, which he will not be able to deal with until he gets another Plague. And you saw we figured out he didn't have Plague, so we and we knew we had Deathwing, so then we just took a calculated risk and started flooding the board with minions. Playing around Plague is really important. Playing around Counterspell is really important. I forgot yet again this game, and missed what would have been a really good Lightning Storm, but it still worked out for us. Mostly playing Rag is so good because he actually suicides all his things into it, because he knows it's such a big threat. Anyway, quickly going through the deck. Ancestral Healing, you want to keep your minions alive. This buffs them up back to full health. So let's say you play an Archmage and it's down to a 4-1. You can suddenly put it back to a 4-7, making it hard to kill. However, it does give a taunt, which is actually a bad thing, because if he suicides all his guys into it, he will then have incentive to play Plague. Often you want him not to be running everything into it so that you can trade intelligently, like choosing which of your minions hits which of his. Then you have basically all your removal: Earthshock, Forked Lightning, Lightning Bolt, Rockbiter Weapon, Hex, Lava Burst, Lightning Storm, your standard stuff. Farsight's a really interesting one. It works pretty well here because your minions are so expensive, but Farsight almost feels like it plays like an Innervate sometimes. If you play it on a turn where you don't have anything else to do, you can, draw a Archmage that now costs 3 mana and play it like way ahead of curve. Or draw a Gruul that costs 5 mana and play it way ahead of curve, or a Rag, etc. You ideally want to draw a minion with this, because they're the expensive ones that become cheaper. Doomhammer combos well with Rockbiter, although I haven't really pulled it off because you usually use Rockbiter on early removal. Then you have your minions. Archmage for the spell damage is pretty useful because you have Lightning Storm and Forked Lightning and a lot of these AoE spells that are not quite strong enough on their own. Like usually you would want to pair them with Thelnos or Wrath of Air Totem, but you can't afford to play totems because they generate 5/5 skeletons. Boulder Fist has quite a bit of damage, good stats for 6 mana, and then you have your legendaries. Gruul, the gaining 1/1 is actually really helpful. Noth doesn't have any silence, so he'll keep growing, and even if he gets attacked, he kind of keeps, it's like a mini heal each turn. Rag, we saw, is really good because the opponent sees it as a big threat, as he should, and will stop hitting your face if you're low on life, and actually trade with Rag. Alex can set him to 15. Malygos makes your spells insane. Malygos can, if he gets put out there and doesn't get plagued, he can single-handedly win you this game. You get Forked Lightning, that's 7 damage to 2 things. Lightning Storm, that's 7 to 8 damage to everything on the board. Lightning Bolt is 8. Earthshock is 6 damage and silence. Your spells just start removing everything. Lava Burst is 10. Ysera draws you good cards, and Deathwing is your anti-plague card. Once you seen he doesn't have Plague or has used one, or both, then you can plop down Deathwing and be pretty sure he won't be able to deal with it. And that's the deck. It's not the strongest deck against Noth. I would suggest a Miracle Rogue deck, or a Warrior deck with removal plus legendaries, but it's good enough to take him out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.